start off tonight with a meditation on Black supremacy. Just take some time and go within. I want to start off with a meditation. So if everybody wants to sit comfortably, you sit in a comfortable position. Blackness. This is what we're going to draw our power from. As we begin this meditation, going into the blackness, going deep within, and going back to our center, the center within self. In this center, we are going beyond time, going to a place where time does not exist. Time just a thought construct. We're going beyond that thought construct. We're letting that go. We're going back to the origination of creation. It all began, the source, the pure state of consciousness of the original God, original goddess. We're going inside there, drawing power, center, totally submerged in the oneness of self, the blackness. Sit there and feel that. Feel what it's like in that moment, being completely out of the matrix. Because you're in the darkness now, you're in the origin of it all before any thoughts have been programmed in your mind or anything. There's no television there, no radio. None of that. No Barack Obama. Our center that we are dwelling within, that we feel a deep sense of peace, because this is the part of us that has not been disturbed since the beginning of our birth by anything that we have been through. It has not been disturbed by any of our experiences. It's still whole, perfect, and complete as when you were a baby. As a matter of fact, it represents your even unborn state. Going back into being unborn, unmanifest. So that means when you come out of this state of unbornness, that you can manifest yourself as somebody completely new, completely different, completely powerful, completely fearless, completely clear. You can come out of this unborn state, which is the state of Amun, the hidden, the unrevealed. Manifest yourself, re-manifest yourself. As a person with total and absolute clarity, completely centered with source energy. Swim in that darkness, fill it out. Whenever you feel thoughts arising, just swim and move through more darkness. Just swim through the darkness. Realize that darkness is chi. That darkness is prana. That darkness is the life force energy from which all things stem. They call it dark matter consciousness. Centered in that dark matter consciousness. Unmoved. Solid. Complete, total, and absolute darkness. in that state of darkness. No rules, regulations, structures, or paradigms at all. None of that is even there. Complete pure potential and opportunity for becoming, for manifestation. No hindrances, no obstacles, no resistance. We want to bring this state of consciousness and pure beingness, because that blackness is pure beingness. We want to bring that back with us into our awakened state. When we bring it back to our awakened state, that is what we call black consciousness. Because you're living in consciousness of that source energy that lies deep inside of you. That original energy. We want to bring that realization to you. This is what we call self-realization. You're going to move with the realization of the darkness, of the unmovable, uncorrupted, pure energy of self. Bring this knowingness, this deep sense of centeredness and knowingness back to our awakened state. When we bring that back, we cannot be disturbed by any of the illusions of the material world, because they can only exist where we allow them. We have let what we call the world today, what we have called the universe, have let it play out in our darkness. We are the background for all of this to exist, and we are unaware of that part. So our goal from this meditation is to bring that awareness back with us to the material world. We want to bring God, which is source energy, to the world. We want to bring the spirit and energy of that beginning, of that primordial ocean of blackness, of darkness. We want to bring that back to the material world with us. Our moon, the hidden, will shine as Ra, the light. What is the light? The light is another manifestation, is a manifestation of the awareness of dark matter consciousness. I'm going deep now. So your enlightenment is the self that is aware of the power and source energy in the darkness, in the space within inside of us. So that means when you enlighten, you are living with that awareness of that source energy. You're living completely aware of the source energy that you are. Not only are you living with the awareness, that awareness is self. Do y'all follow what I'm saying? That awareness of source energy is self. Self is not who they have told you need to be, you should be, who is a reaction to the material world, somebody that's just responding, somebody you saw on television, somebody that's relative to social interactions. Self becomes a living entity that is aware of their true connection to source energy at all times. And if you're aware of your source energy at all times, what do you have to fear? If you're centered in the infinite darkness and the infinite space, if that is your true self, if you can go deep into that abyss of the darkness within self, you find something that is very invisible, something that is very immovable, and something that's very indestructible. And if you move from that, what power do you possess? What power do you have if you move from that? That's black consciousness. black supremacy. So that means in all of our daily affairs, we are moving from our realization of source energy, of our supreme existence beyond time, space, events, and circumstances. We react to circumstances and events that occur. Why? Because we have attached who we think we are to these situations, circumstances, and events. Do y'all follow me with that? So we react to them as though we are going to die. We react to these circumstances. React to these circumstances as if it's us who's going to die or perish. When we get really disturbed about things that we perceive in the material world and things that we experience. Now, you can turn it down just a little bit. While we're being disturbed by these things that are going on in the material world, the further that we are away from our eye center, the more we react, the more we are affected, the more we are affected by things that are irrelevant. Do you follow what I'm saying? The further that we're away from the center within ourselves. And how we know they are irrelevant is because we'll look over them 2 or 3 days later, and we'll be shocked that we even gave energy to these situations and circumstances. Or we will look over them a year later or 2 years later and be really shocked that we gave any energy to these situations whatsoever. That's how we know we are away from the source. When the material world has become reality for us, where we don't see a transcendental self that is beyond the experiences that we have in the material world. Black supremacy is getting back to the supreme self that lies within us, getting back to that self. Because many of us got caught into reactionary circumstances, one being this European. These illusions have been thrown at us and we react to them, and we got trapped in an illusory world, forgetting about our power and the deep energy that we have. We have totally lost track of that. So we want to get back into that, and that was the purpose of beginning it with that meditation, to take some time to get back to that. Because for us whose existence have become reactionary, we have no existence at all. For us whose existence has become completely reactionary, we really don't even exist. Only the reactions, only the things that we are reacting to exist. Because the self, the supremeness of self, neutralizes all reactionary activity in the mind, and ultimately in one's karma and in one's life experiences. Ultimately,